Hello and welcome back to Big Laundry. I'm alone.
And presumably so are you.
If you're listening tonight.
Yeah.
You're listening to Independent Radio 91.3 WVKR Poughkeepsie. Thank you so much for joining us today.
The theme of tonight's show is the Art of Seduction. Tonight we're going to give you some relationship advice. And I'm pretty qualified because I have, and this is true, talked to a boy before. One time I almost even kissed one, but then I got too scared.
I have no qualifications, but I do have a superiority complex, and I've seen movies.
This is independent radio, but today's episode is brought to you by boys.
Ugh, am I right? But apparently you still need one. Well, maybe not need, but definitely want.
Boys are multi-purpose, high maintenance, and stupidly expensive in both money and emotional energy. The November 2019 collection includes styles like
skinny. He weighs less than you, but still wants to hold power in the relationship.
Or try artistic. He's smarter, prettier, and more interesting than you. Oh, wait, never mind. That's his Instagram. He's actually just boring and gaslighting you.
New this season is the student athlete. His name's Eric or something. You can't remember, but it doesn't matter. He comes with fun accessories, like an STD testing kit and half the cost of your Plan B.
Oh, what's this? Just in, it's a nice guy. He'll tell you he's comfortable with his masculinity, but what he really means is that he'll admit Shawn Mendes is hot, but he won't respect you as a complex human being.
On clearance this week, it's him. He's there, I guess, and that's all that counts at this point. Boys! All right. So the music this week is going to be a little all over the place, focusing around the theme of love and relationships.
And seduction.
Definitely seduction.
100% seduction. Our first song is actually dedicated to someone. All of you. All of
the
you
ladies
who, under very specific circumstances and contexts, are beautiful. Here's the first song of the night.
Yeah, looking around the room, I can tell that you are the most beautiful girl in the room, in the whole wide room. And when you're on the street, depending on the street, I bet you are definitely in the top 3 good-looking girls on the street. Yeah, depending on the street. And when I saw you at my mate's place, I thought, what is she doing at my mate's place? How did they get a hottie like that to a party like this? Good one, Dave. Ooh, you're a legend, Dave. I asked Dave if he's gonna make a move on you. He's not sure. I say, Dave, do you mind if I do? He says it doesn't matter, but I can tell it kinda minds. But I'm gonna do it anyway. I see you standing all alone by the stereo. I dim the lights down to very low. Here we go. You're so beautiful. Well, you could be a waitress. You're so beautiful. Well, you could be an air hostess in the 60s. You're so beautiful. Well, you could be a part-time model. And then I seal the deal. I do my moves, I do my dance moves. Moves of my dance moves. It's 12:02, just me and you, and 7 other dudes around you on the dance floor. I draw you near, let's get out of here. Let's go to my house so we can feel each other up on the couch. Oh no, I don't mind taking it slow. Oh, now, oh, yeah. 'Cause you're so beautiful. Like a tree. Or a high-class prostitute. You're so beautiful. You could be a part-time model. You probably still have to keep your normal job. Part-time model. Spending part of your time modeling and part of your time next to me.
We're back, and we have one more ad in quotations for you before we get into our advice. Here we go. Are you broke? Are you lonely but scared of talking to men? Do you have feet and a camera phone? Try selling your feet pics on the internet. It'll get you some money and maybe give you that little drop of dopamine that you get from validation, which you so desperately need. Feet pics.
Thanks for that one. I hate talking to men, but I have feet, so I might look into that.
I sure have feet.
I got 2 of them. Our question this week, we had 2 of them, was...
Just like my feet.
Just like my feet.
There are 2.
What is something you've done in an attempt to get someone to like you? This could be an embarrassing story, something you've changed about yourself, and tell us whether it worked or not. A lot of you wrote in, which we appreciate, and we're going to go through your stories, kind of see what you did, where you probably went wrong, give you some advice next time. Let's jump right in.
Okay, here's one response from one of our listeners. One time I joined an intramural soccer team because I thought someone on the team was cute. What hadn't occurred to me was how bad I am at soccer and how I absolutely hate playing soccer. I made them lose some games and then ended up looking like a massive flake when I quit the team. Not my best move. Wait, Aunt Carol, didn't you join an intramural soccer team?
Yeah, but I quit.
Oh, okay.
Totally unrelated. Let's get into the next one. This is super creepy, but last year I basically memorized my crush's free periods and would be in my school's cafe knowing that he would go there. I just really wanted to hang out with him, but hey, it worked.
Okay, so this is a successful one. So what we're going to say is, listeners, follow this advice. Do this.
Yeah, but don't brag about it like this person does, because it comes off as a little arrogant.
I would just like to say that I used to have a cafe in my school, and like I would see someone there every day, and like they would always want to hang out with me. So thank you for making this submission about me.
Yeah, there we go. There's the connection.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So yeah, like Uncle Bill said, follow this example. Memorize everything you have to know about your crush.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Don't just stalk them on Facebook. Stalk their family and extended family on Facebook.
If possible, find their pediatrician. Get their dental records. Memorize their social security number.
Yes.
And I guess, like, technically, that would be stalking. But
remember, it's only stalking if you get caught.
And, you know, I feel like everything's okay if you just claim it was because of love. Like, you know, that's why they call it a crime of passion and not like a crime.
It's not like crime, you know?
It's a crime of passion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sentencing's a little bit lighter.
It's a qualifier.
Yeah, exactly. This next person laughed at their jokes, started conversations with them, offered to help them out. Nope, nothing worked.
I would say next time, laugh harder. Start more conversations with them. Talk incessantly. Don't offer to help them out, just do it. If you see them carrying their books across campus, just take them and carry them for them. If they're not carrying books because they have a backpack, just take their backpack off their back and put it on yours. They will love that. That is chivalry.
I know I would appreciate it if someone randomly came up behind me and took off my things off of my person.
Again, crime of passion.
Crime of passion,
It's not
people.
theft.
Is that what we should have called this episode?
Crimes of passion. Yeah, exactly. How to get away with things that are illegal by saying that you're doing them for love.
A memoir.
By Big Laundry.
Yeah, by a memoir by Big Laundry. All right, this next one, I don't want to harsh on submissions because we love them all.
We love submissions.
We love submissions. Follow us on Instagram, BigLaundry_WVKR.
Also, friend me on Club Penguin. I'm
Big
not.
Laundry.
That's kind of a personal. My Club Penguin name is kind of personal information, but contact me privately and add me on.
Yeah, we
Club
do have a
Penguin.
professional Club Penguin account,
Right.
though, that we use for
meet
business
and
inquiries,
greets.
meet and greets.
Yeah, it's Big Laundry.
Big Laundry. We're always on the Avalanche server around this time on Tuesdays.
Yeah, come to the dojo.
Yeah, we'd love to. We'd love to do that. Or grab a slice at the pizza place.
Maybe a dessert slice.
I also work there, so I
It's
can
my
get a
side
discount.
hustle.
Okay, so this next person said, I prevented them from meeting my family for about 6 months into our relationship.
I feel that. I'm also ashamed of my family.
Yeah, you don't have a nice home.
We don't have a nice home, and we're currently supporting a lot of elders in my family who are also out of work. They all sleep in the same bed. But then one day, everything changed when I came home with a golden ticket.
I remember that.
My grandpa Joe, despite what the doctor said, despite what everyone thought, he got out of bed and he danced around. Was he... you know what? Grandpa Joe and I are not in a good place right now, so I don't know if I feel comfortable talking about this.
Yeah, I don't want to pry.
Yeah.
We'll just move on to the next one. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for sharing to the person who submitted that.
This next person pretended that they like to play Fortnite. Haven't we all?
I personally love Fork Knife.
I love it.
Victoire Royal or whatever.
Yeah. Royals by Lord. That's a great
Royals by
song.
Lord, yes.
That's a good way to change the topic if they start talking about Battle Royale. Is that something different?
I don't know what Battle Royale. Is that I think that's
Is it like Battleship?
I think that's a kind of.
Is it a kind of battle?
Is that when you get kings to fight each other?
Is this when Meghan Markle joined the royal family and everyone caused a big stir about it? And it was a real battle royale.
I was thinking of the King Philip War, because I guess he wasn't even a king though, was he? So that doesn't really apply.
I guess not.
Anyway, I love Fortnite. So this person pretended to have a taste in music because that's how people get connected with each other at the beginning of college. I would usually get found out early on when I was pressed with any further questions. So you lied about liking music in general? I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. You said you pretended to have a taste in music?
But a good taste in music or just any taste? Huh.
So I guess we have some follow-up questions.
Yeah.
Further questions are the worst. I used to pretend to speak Spanish because I thought that was hot. But I was also quickly found out as soon as anyone would say anything to me in Spanish.
Yeah. Did you just know the choreography from Bop to the Top? And they say, I think they say something in Spanish in that song.
I don't speak a single word of Spanish.
Hola.
That's where they would get me. That was where I would succumb to the truth.
Do you struggle with Dora?
Politically, yes, but that's a different conversation. I feel like we all know what was happening between her and Diego. And
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
conversation.
Diego was her cousin.
I know that. And that's why I have a problem with it, because they had to hide it. I'm not saying I'm against cousin love. I'm saying
again, we are Big Laundry.
we're associated with Vassar College.
Directly affiliated.
We are directly affiliated with the school. Enough about cousin love. Let's get into some more submissions.
In first grade, my crush had Velcro Pokemon shoes, so I got really into Pokemon to impress him. It didn't work. He hit me.
He hit you? Maybe it did work. I don't know. I'm female, and I've been brainwashed into associating, physical retaliation with actual admiration.
Yeah, like pulling little girls' pigtails.
Yeah.
I think that's
when a guy goes to a playground and pulls a little girl's pigtails in front of you, that means he likes you.
Any age.
Any age. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's I think actually that's I have a friend from college who met his wife that way. So I think
it's like the number one way to pick up single moms.
Pull her daughter's pigtails at the playground. Again, crimes of passion.
Crimes of passion.
We had big laundry. Do not condone violence unless it's towards us.
Ooh. Actually, I might... you can probably talk me into anything. Oh. This next person says, once I watched 3 seasons of my crush's favorite show in a week so I could talk to her about it. I even failed a test that week because I refused to waste time studying instead of finishing the show. The show was so weird, but I pretended to be obsessed with it so she would like me. Didn't work. Also, unrelated, I once fully ran a stop sign because I was driving and I saw her and got distracted.
What was the show? I really want to know. I really want to watch it.
I want to know what's weird.
What is weird? I want to know if, I watch a show.
I want to make this about me.
I want to make this fully about me.
Yeah.
I want to know if I've seen that show.
Also, the bit at the end about running a stop sign because you saw her and you got so distracted. Okay, this reminds me of a story that I heard today in my English class. This girl was sharing a story, and she's amazing. That's all you have to know. And she was like, one time I was getting out of my car, and someone almost hit me with their car as I was crossing the street to, go into a store. And when she came out of the store, there was a note on her windshield that was like, hey, this is so crazy, but I almost just hit you with my car, but you're so cute and I love your style.
oh my God.
Here's my Instagram and phone number. We should hang out sometime. And let me just say, that is the most unrelatable story I have ever heard. And it makes me feel like I'm inhabiting a different kind of earth.
Oh my God.
Than someone that cool, you know
I think that totally changes the definition of meet cute. Meet near-death experience.
I feel like if that were me in the situation, the person would have fully hit me with their car and not even noticed. They would have been I guess they didn't pick up the trash bags off of this part of the
Was
street.
that a really big squirrel? Yeah, but they definitely wouldn't be ooh.
They wouldn't know that I was a human woman, I think, probably. Is what I'm saying. They just hit me with their car. And honestly, I'm okay with that. I've accepted my reality. And
So
you should
again,
too.
we made this fully about us.
Yeah, we made
Let's
this
move
fully-
on. All right. So, long time, fourth time. I'm going to ignore that. Well, it was a young 5th grade version of myself who decided that it was a perfectly amazing idea to never look at her or pay attention to her when she was doing things. My rationale was that in giving her less attention, she would want to talk to me more and get to know me more since I wasn't interacting with her at all. However, all this did was cripple me and make me seem like a complete moron for never looking at her, even when we had to do projects together. Suffice to say, it didn't work.
I can see how that didn't turn out for you.
Do 5th graders understand the concept of hard to get?
Okay, when I was reading this, what jumped out to me most about where you went wrong wasn't the ignoring technique. I think it was too much of your plan hinged on her noticing that you were ignoring her. So I think in future, try to get someone to let her know, fully aware, be very direct that you are going to be ignoring her. If you can get someone to give her a formal letter that you've signed, stating your intentions to never speak or look at her, just so that
maybe a restraining order.
Ooh, yeah, those never. Those always work on me.
I think restraining order 9 times out of 10 results in a relationship.
Mm-hmm. And if not relationship, court time together, you know?
That's good quality time.
Yeah, it's the thing where no publicity is bad publicity. except, like, even when you're hanging out, like, within the confines of a court system, like, it's still quality time.
Definitely.
So we're going to try something new here at Big Laundry, and that is some pre-recorded content that doesn't have to do with your long-term boyfriend, Chris.
Chris is actually not going to be on the show tonight because you're already dating him. So it has nothing to do with the Art of Seduction. Just by the way. You
already seduced Chris, and it wasn't that hard.
You seduced Chris, and it took literally like 2 seconds. You said his name, and he was in love with you.
Yeah, that's our Chris. Anyways, we talked to a friend of ours, our resident friend. We're just going to call him our friend. And he had some stories to share for the show. So we have a little bit now about cologne. And we hope you enjoy it.
We hope you can smell it.
Smell whoever is closest to you right now, even if that's just you.
And if it's just you, smell your laptop.
Ooh.
Or phone. Or radio.
If you're old school.
Or your car radio. Wherever you are.
Or just your gasoline tank.
Just smell something.
Yeah.
Think about cologne. It'll smell like cologne.
Here we go. Here's cologne.
All right, so I've never done anything too crazy to get someone to like me. Like, I've never changed my personality. But I definitely changed things about how I dress, what I wear. Like, one time, I was with this girl, and I was going out with her, and I kind of liked her, but didn't know she liked me or anything. And the only cologne that I had was this really cheap. Well, it wasn't cheap. It was just really bad smelling cologne, and I hated it. I hated the way it smelled. I could not wear it. And I went to hug her, and she hugs me, and she's like, "You smell really nice." From that day on, I wore that cologne every single day. And I hated the way I smelled every single day. For a whole school year. I need to change back to a different cologne.
Exactly. What are you currently wearing?
Right now, I'm using my dad's cologne because I ran out of mine. It's a Hugo Boss cologne. But my go-to cologne is Calvin Klein Aqua. It's blue.
Like agua.
Exactly.
Just straight water.
Honestly, I feel like
it's just straight water. Just someone went to a bathroom and put water in a bottle. It's like, here, $50 for this bottle of water.
I feel like wearing your dad's cologne is a good start, though. Like, if you could find a girl that you like and find out what cologne her dad wears.
Oh, yeah, because then the mind, like, the senses...
Because daddy issues.
Yeah, every time she hugs you,
gotcha.
It feels like a hug from her dad, which she never received.
Smell is the scent most closely related with memory, so...
Oh, I did not know that. But then I'll hug her and she'll be like, "Daddy," and I'll be like, "Exactly."
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was our friend.
He's
so cool. He has so many stories. He's a great guy.
You should meet him sometime. Anyway, back to submissions. Here we have one. I used to pretend to be a girl on Minecraft to get online gamer boyfriends. Uh-huh.
I feel like this is similar to the fork knife submission.
Very
like,
similar.
Eerily similar.
Yeah.
Like, possibly the same person. Actually, I have limited Minecraft experience, but you know what I do have experience in? Club Penguin. And, I mean, I think of our generation, like, you are lying if you say your first relationship wasn't on Club Penguin.
Okay, here's the issue I have with this, though, is that I've actually heard stories of people who actually create relationships on these games. I guess I just heard, like, one story of someone had a Minecraft girlfriend, Minecraft GF specifically, and, like, they met up in real life and, like, dated. So I think that...
Uncle Bill, did you just watch, like, one episode of Catfish one time?
No, I'm serious. It was real. I mean, they were, like... maybe 15, but I think that to this person pretending to be a girl on Minecraft, I know you say used to, but I know you still do it. I think that counts as lying. I think you'll feel better if you are just, like, honest with your Minecraft boyfriends.
That's so true.
And I'm really sorry that I have to be the one to say this to you, but, like, speak your truth.
I was always, like, I didn't start out honest in my Club Penguin relationships, but I always ended them with honesty. You know, be like, hey, I have to tell you something. I'm actually not a penguin.
I mean, the key word there is ended. Like, that ended the relationship.
Yeah, they were really sad to find out that I was actually just a young girl.
They were really a penguin
They were
the
like-
whole time.
Yeah. This next person gives their go-to move, which is to just stare at their eyes, and when they look at you, keep staring, and they will look away and look back, but keep that eye contact, and you are set.
I actually disagree with this because I once read, like, on an Instagram facts account that if someone has a crush on you and you look at them, they'll look away.
Ooh,
Because they're nervous.
that makes more sense.
They're scared.
They're scared.
So if someone keeps staring at you, they don't like you.
That's so true. If I have ever not looked at you, I like you.
If I'm not making eye contact with you right now, then I
want you.
I want
you so bad, and I don't know what to say.
I have, like, a crush on you.
If someone, I'm just, like, trying to put myself in the shoes of the person that this person would like. And if, like, someone kept staring at me, I don't know if I would think that they liked me. I think I'd assume that they were placing a curse on me or something.
I think that if someone consistently attempted to make eye contact with me and just, like, looked at me, like, a lot, like, especially in, like, group settings, if someone just, like, every time someone made a joke, they would look at me. I think that, like, the first thing I would do is, like, just be so annoyed. Like, just stop doing that. What were we talking about?
Anyways, this person says, I tried to fake confidence whenever I pass by them with friends, loudly making jokes, trying to appear funny, suave, and cool. I don't know what I thought this would accomplish, but I guess I thought that they would hear me being confident and bold and be impressed and drawn in somehow, even though in reality, they probably didn't even notice my presence, let alone my false confidence.
I do this all the time.
This is half of my personality.
Did you know that faking confidence is almost the same as real confidence, except you feel empty inside?
I really appreciate whoever wrote this. Like, you're real with yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you know that you're invisible to this person. And, like, that's a good start.
I mean, the alternative, like, if you're not invisible, is that they always see you, like, yelling, and they think it's really annoying. So that's, like, a fun, optimistic take on this.
I think a lot of people take this route of, like, faking confidence. But I feel like the logic fails at a certain point because if they think you're super confident, they're going to assume that, like, if you did like them, you'd be confident enough to go and talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, like, if you fake being really shy and severely crippled in social settings,
Yeah.
they'll know that they have to approach you.
Oh, reverse psychology.
Reverse psychology.
And I will say, you've all heard this song. You don't know you're beautiful, and that's what makes you beautiful.
Oh my God, never be aware of your own worth, and that will give you worth. Speaking of songs,
Speaking of wonderful songs,
this one is, okay, this is raunchier than anything we've ever played. But it's late at night, and we're hoping our supervisors aren't listening.
supervisors. The only supervisor we have is our intern, and he's not a supervisor because he's our intern.
That's fair. The first song that we heard was The Most Beautiful Girl in the Room by Flight of the Conchords. And this is another song by them, and it just is a passionate, steamy account
If
of
you
the
know
art
anything
of
about
love
Flight of the
making.
Conchords, I don't think you can think of them without thinking of passion.
Crimes of passion. And this song is a crime because it's so passionate. So I would say crack a window unless you want them to fog right up. Here is Business Time.
Girl, tonight we're gonna make love.
You know how I know? Because it's Wednesday. And Wednesday night is the night that we usually make love. Monday night is my night to cook. Tuesday night we go and visit your mother. But Wednesday we make sweet weekly love. It's when everything is just right. There's nothing good on TV. You haven't had your after-work social sports team practice, so you're not too tired. Oh, it's all on. You lean in and whisper something sexy in my ear like, I might go to bed now, I've got work in the morning. I know what you're trying to say, girl. You're trying to say, oh yeah, it's business time. It's business time. It's business. It's business time. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh, it's business. It's business time. Oh, yeah. Then went in the bathroom, brushing our teeth. That's all part of the foreplay. I love foreplay. A shake, a shake, a shake, a shake, a shake, a shake. Ow. And you sort out the recycling. That isn't part of the foreplay process, but it is still very important. Next thing you know, we're in the bedroom. You're wearing that baggy old ugly t-shirt you got from your work several years ago. You know the one, baby, with the curry stain. I remove my clothes very, very clumsily, tripping sensuously over my pants. Now I'm naked, except for my socks. And you know when I'm down to just my socks, what time it is. It's business. It's business time. You know when I'm down to my socks, it's time for business. That's why they call business socks. Ooh. It's business. It's business time. Yeah. Make a love. Make a love for. Make a love for two. Make a love for 2 minutes. When it's with me, girl, you only need 2 minutes. Because I'm so intense. You whisper something sexy like, is that it? I know what you're trying to say, girl. You're trying to say, oh yeah, that's it. Then you tell me you want some more. Well, I'm not surprised. But I'm quite sleepy. It's business. It's business time. Business hours are over, baby. It's business. It's business time.
And we're back to our submissions. Here we have a fun one. It's a little bit longer. When I was a senior in high school, he was a sophomore and went to my church. I was a peer minister, and we happened to be on the same retreat together. He wasn't supposed to be in my group, so I forged documents to get him to be in my group so I could talk to him more. I went against Jesus, bro, for someone 2 years younger than me. Did it work, you may ask? The answer is no. One of my best friends texted me one night and said, LMAO, get you a mans. He's at my house for my brother's party, and he just kissed some other girl goodbye. Her name was Barnabas Shrub, and she went to my school. They started dating 2 weeks later, and they're still dating today. This is so sad.
Are you okay?
We care about you. Also, sophomores are the worst.
Sophomores are the worst.
Sophomores are worse than freshmen.
So true. This one, there's a lot to unpack. You saying that you're going against Jesus. Crime of
Passion.
Exactly. Now, when we say crime, we don't just mean, like, society's laws. We mean, like
Sins. Sins are technically crimes.
Yeah.
But the law is Jesus.
Also, nature's laws. I know we were talking about Diego and Dora earlier.
Oh, my God.
But we don't have to go into that.
Also, like, Gravity?
Gravity? Defy gravity with your love.
Yeah, do it. Just like fly around.
Just jump off a building. Or don't.
It'll work because you're in love. Don't do that. Big Laundry does not condone jumping off buildings.
Also, I mean, it didn't work out for you, but it worked out for Barnabas Shrub.
Oh. Well, Barnabas Shrub didn't forge any documents.
That's true.
Well, that we know of.
That we know of. Okay, this next person, real nice person, says, this girl mentioned that she lost her favorite hat at a movie theater over the weekend. So I drove to the movie theater and asked if they found her hat. I left my name and number to call me if they ever found it. Sadly, they never did. Still upset that I didn't give her her hat back.
Why didn't you just give them her phone number? Don't you feel like you're taking, like, most of the authority in that? It's her hat.
Okay, well, I wasn't going to go that deep with it. I was going to say if, you couldn't give her her hat back, but you know what you could have given her? A kitten. Girls love
kittens.
Stop messing around with these hats. Just get her a kitten.
Girls love things that they have to spend money and time on.
Girls love things that they're going to have to care for at least 12 years.
Or even up to 20.
Something that'll get real
Change
old
your life
sick.
Permanently.
Yeah, make life-altering decisions for her.
This next one says, I told them I had multiple personality disorder.
Now, I'm not going to make any jokes about mental health disorders or go into, like, why maybe you had done this. But in the future, I think you should just consider, like, kicking it up a notch. People want what they can't have, so consider telling them that you have 3 weeks left to live. And they're going to be like, damn, I need to get on that.
That's fair.
Especially if you're experienced and people know that, like, oh, like, I can't be there first, but I can be there last.
I can be there last. Yep. Okay. This next person says they went to the same college as their crush. In retrospect, yikes. Okay, listen. That's a lot of pressure to put on someone. But I also think that we're having fun in our English class together. I mean, maybe you made the right choice, right? Just like for yourself. Also, don't forget about that essay we have due next week.
This next person has a specific memory. They say, one time I got all dressed up for class to see my crush, but I got there and there was a sub instead. That is the most relatable submission I have ever read. So this one, I guess, is just advice for pursuing an authority figure in your life.
Just always look your best.
Have a firm handshake.
Have a firm handshake. Maybe make your voice just like a little bit more high-pitched than normal.
Yeah, that always works, I guess.
I mean, like, don't do it too much.
I think you're doing too much right now. Which is why we're going to move into our second question of the evening. Thanks for sticking with us as we went through the many submissions that we received. We didn't get to all of them because some of them were not good.
But don't be discouraged. Try again next week.
Or some of them are really good, but we genuinely just ran out of time. That was just...
Speaking of time, let's move on to the second question.
Yeah. Who am I kidding?
So the second question was, describe a person that you like, their interest, general vibe, etc., and we'll give you advice on how to woo them.
So let's get right into that. We're going to help you woo.
Our first submission, the cross-country team. It's the entire cross-country team.
Word. The thing about cross-country people is that everything is a race with them. So if you're ever, like, eating a meal with them, or even just, like, if you're in the dining hall and you're eating near them, eat as fast as you can and make sure you finish before they do. Also, make sure you're carb loading, because I feel like that's a thing that runners do, and they'll respect that.
Carb loading. Like, eat a lot of pasta and bread.
Shove spaghetti in your face as fast as you can. And, like, if that doesn't get you someone from the cross-country team, I don't know what will.
Yeah, then it's over.
Try joining the cross-country team.
Yeah, do it. If you hate it, like, get over it.
Yeah, get over it. Okay. Wow, there's a lot to
So,
there's a lot to get into.
yeah.
This next person likes someone who looks like their mom.
Freud would appreciate that.
Is it your mom? Because you can be honest with us. We're not going to judge you on air.
You can be honest with us because we've never said anything mean about any of our submitters before. Ever.
Speaking of submitters that we don't like, long time, fifth time. Just gonna breeze right over that intro. Really wish you would stop. So there's this person, and they've got the best socks. I so appreciate the effort and attention they put into choosing them. See, I met them at the panini press in the dining hall, and we got to talking over general sandwich things. So now all I know about them is that what sandwiches they like, and I don't even know their name. So I guess all I know is that they have mad sock game and like Reuben sandwiches. How do I move forward from here?
Honestly, the panini press is the best place to meet people.
Mm.
And if you see someone you like, compliment them on their socks immediately. Don't even hesitate. That's all they want to hear.
I hang out at the panini press all the time to meet people. Sometimes I just press like a plain tortilla that has absolutely nothing in it, just so I can stand there.
Yeah, I mean, didn't the dining hall at your old school burn down?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting.
I was staring at someone's socks for too long, and I didn't realize my tortilla combusted. So that was a crime of passion, I guess.
I would say in terms of advice,
right advice
for how to move forward, I would say just like only eat paninis from now on.
Or like a big gesture would help. Like, they come to the panini press and they open it up, and there's a new pair of socks for them, and you're standing there and you're giving them finger guns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you're just like,
or just every time they bite into a sandwich, it's just socks in there.
yeah, just like put little pieces of paper with notes in them in their sandwiches too. Like, I love you.
They won't read it, like make it small enough so that they won't like notice the note, but they'll ingest
They'll
it.
consume it.
And like with that, they will eat that like positive energy, those vibes, your love. They'll get the message.
Yeah. And in terms of finding their name, I would just Google like sandwich girl.
Yeah.
Sandwich girl socks, and you'll find her. The internet's great.
This next person is interested in a female, about yay tall, of color, and too cool for school. If they are too cool for school, then you do not want to be caught dead at school. Drop out immediately and pursue them full time.
Yay tall is like the perfect height. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I support it. I would say advice, definitely drop out and just like enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
Just vibe.
Enjoy the ride home from campus. It's going to be long.
Go home.
Go home. This next one's short and sweet. Just says, they're way cooler than me.
I know, I'm sorry.
Don't bother.
So this person is a surfer involved in Civil Air Patrol, Cali boy, but also military vibes.
Those are two very conflicting
That's
aesthetics.
so confusing.
So, like, I guess just internalize that dichotomy.
Or, I mean, you could also try and, like, replicate that same thing by, like, combining two very different vibes.
Yeah, like, okay, yeah. Like, salute them every time that they pass you, but then turn that salute into, like, one of those cool California, like, hand signs and say, far out.
Far out, sir.
Exactly. This next person has a specific call out. Says, the person running Vassar memes has my heart. How do I find them and tell them?
If you don't know who they are, then you don't love them. You don't love Vassar memes. You just love the idea of them.
Also, I'm not sure if you know this, but Instagram has a direct message feature.
Speaking of Instagram's direct message feature, everyone take out your phones. I know you're already on it. And Google Big Laundry _WVKR. Send us a quick message.
And instead of Googling it, maybe you could just go straight to the Instagram app and search for it there. Big Laundry _WVKR.
You could Bing it. You could Yahoo it.
Send us your feet. Or just follow us.
Send us your feet and we won't pay you.
Yes.
Okay, so this next person says he doesn't really talk much. And when he does, it's just a little bit of chatter, you know? He has a great body and beautiful brown eyes. He's incredibly athletic and does mixed martial arts. Also rocks a fedora. He has turquoise-ish fur, but that's not too much of a problem. He also is really caught up in his work. He's always on business, but I know that he's just seeing Heinz. Anyway, his name is Perry and he's great.
Whoever you are, I want you to find me. Because I think you might be my soulmate.
Oh, what's this about? I think this is about, just like a platypus.
Yes, obviously.
Oh, wait.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
the
so sorry.
platypus has put a fedora on. It is Perry the
Perry?
platypus.
The text document just put a fedora on. Is that Perry the platypus?
Is that Perry the platypus? Okay, this one's really simple. The way he gets to work every day is through like very elaborate tubes. And so if you just like find all the hidden pathways and like block them so he can't go to work anymore, he'll be forced to spend time with you.
Where's Perry? With
right
you.
Next to you. Always with you now. Put a leash on him. He's a platypus. Like, honestly. Like, get a cage.
Get like a dog cage.
Wow, that one was really easy and straightforward.
So easy.
So this person says, I've known said person since junior high, and we have the same sense of humor and like some of the same things. But we've also been through a lot and are constantly looking out for each other. A bit difficult for me to tell him that I like him now since we're at different colleges.
Transfer.
Mm-hmm. Just kidding. I'm sure you're familiar with the term turkey dump, which is when people like go home from their first semester of college for Thanksgiving and they break up with their long distance relationships. You should do the opposite of that, where you go home and enter yourself into a long-term relationship.
I think that we could call that like turkey binge or something.
Turkey acquiring.
Turkey, just buy a turkey.
If all else fails, buy a turkey.
It's Thanksgiving after all.
Thanksgiving, they have holes. Okay.
Can you say that on?
I don't think I said that on the air. We have a physical description. He's skinny and white and doesn't like me.
That should have been the name of the episode.
That's like the title of my memoir.
He's skinny and white and doesn't like me. What do I do? Find anyone else. Literally anyone else.
Literally wake up.
Wake up, sheeple.
Wake up, sheeple. Yeah, just find the exact opposite of him, I guess.
If your crush is built like a green bean,
has 2 outfits and limited personality,
move on. So another submission we have. Sorry about that little hiccup there in my talking. This person has artist/art vibes. They're very quiet and really nice. I just haven't talked to her in a little while.
call her right now.
Literally call her right now.
Like,
I'm going to turn my phone off. Do not disturb.
Yeah, call her. I know this isn't like the time, but I'm really disappointed that none of these descriptions seem to be talking about me
That
even
sounds
remotely.
like you, like artist vibes. Really quiet. That sounds like you.
I mean, I guess when I went to summer camp, I was like super into the craft table.
Yeah.
So there's like definitely an artistic side to me.
I mean, I think
like
I've seen
underdeveloped.
an adult coloring book in your room.
Oh my God. Yes.
This is probably about you.
Yeah.
So, should we go to a song so we can let you take that call?
Yeah, if you want to like call someone right now that you like, I can't say my number on air. Hopefully you already have it, or just DM Big Laundry.
DM Big Laundry.
If you're a listener and you have no idea who I am, but you like the sound of my voice, don't look at a photo of me and just call the station.
We have what they call faces for radio.
I have a body for radio.
And I have a voice for the written word.
Anyways, here's a song. This one's about losing love and losing a lot of loves in a short period of time. It's another Flight of the Conchord song. Here's Carol Brown.
Loretta broke my heart in a letter. She told me she was leaving and her life would be better. Joan broke it off over the phone. After the tone, she left me alone. Jen said she'd never ever see me again. When I saw her again, she said it again. Jan met another man. Lisa got amnesia, just forgot who I am. Felicity said there was no electricity. Emily, no chemistry. Fran ran, Bruce turned out to be a man. Flo had to go, I couldn't go with the flow. Carol Brown just took a bus out of town. But I'm hoping that you'll stick around.
He doesn't cook or clean, he's not good boyfriend material.
Ooh, we can eat cereal.
You lose interest fast, his relationships never last.
Shut up, girlfriends from the
He
past.
says he'll do one thing and then he goes and does another thing.
Oh, who organized all of my ex-girlfriends into a choir and got them to sing? Who? Shut up. Shut up, girlfriends from my past. Mimi will no longer see me. Brittany hit me. Paula, Persephone, Stella, and Stephanie. There must be 50 ways that lovers have left me. Carol Brown just took a bus out of town. Love is a delicate thing. It could just float away on the breeze.
He says the same thing to me.
How can we ever know we found the right person in this
He
world?
means he looks at other girls.
Love is a mystery. It does not follow a rule.
This guy is a fool. He'll always be a boy. He's a man who never grew up.
I thought I told you to shut up. Mola, you told me you were in a coma. Tiffany, you said that you had an epiphany. Would you like a little cereal? Who organized this choir of ex-girlfriends? Was it you, Carol Brown? Was it you, Carol Brown? Carol Brown just took a bus out of town. But I'm hoping that you'll stick around. Stick around.
Hey guys, so we're back here and we're going to play you a little bit more of our conversation with our friend from earlier. This is about the girl he likes. And just like us, this is in a similar vein to the advice we gave you, just like how to woo her.
Yeah, we'll give you some background information, and then we'll be back on how you could woo this specific girl that he likes. Hopefully before he does. So here's our friend again.
Damn.
No, I've had terrible experiences with my love life. I have no good story. I mean, they all start great, but I haven't had any that end in a positive note or that last more than a month, so. But there is a girl that I like. She's first semester in college. She's 18. I don't know how to describe her. She dresses really different. She wears like really big shoes and like, you know, like she wears like really, she wears like really flashy outfits. She has a lot of clout. That's
No, I
something
said, is
could
she
say,
a clown?
Like, is she a clown?
Big shoes.
Maybe. Maybe she is. She does wear a lot of white makeup, and she has a red nose, but that doesn't mean she's a clown. No.
She's a really small car.
She drives 10 of her friends in her smart car. They all dress the same. They all have wigs, but,
How would you woo a clown?
I would say probably start with just like becoming like a circus ringleader.
Ooh. Or just buy a hula hoop and always walk around with it.
Yeah, or like juggle.
Get some circus peanuts.
Circus peanuts and throw them at her.
Just
cry.
Beg. Beg on your hands and knees. That's not really circus related.
That works for any of these.
Yeah, exactly.
Is begging on your hands and knees.
Love turns you into a clown.
That's for sure. Am I right, ladies?
None of you have called in right away, but we assume that we're right.
We're good.
We got a little bit of time left.
Yeah, so just like we're thinking about ourselves a lot tonight.
As always.
In 2019 people meet people in a lot of different ways, but I think Tinder is used often in our generation, which is ambiguous because you don't know how old we are.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to make a big laundry Tinder.
Yeah, I mean, like we've alluded to several times throughout the evening, I grew up meeting people on Club Penguin. Times have changed. People use Tinder now. Mm-hmm. And it's time to get with the times.
And I grew up not meeting people. So this is where we come together.
Exactly. So we're just kind of hypothesizing like what a big laundry Tinder would look like. And you could, take a lot of advice from this when creating your own false presentation of yourself online to try to get people to like you.
I would say, since we're not like really supposed to say our real names, or
put photos of ourselves
on the
internet.
I think we could get like pictures of models and then cut the faces off, or like just like crop it at the neck and be like, this is what we look like.
Yeah. Or like big honking washing machines, like just machinery.
Mm-hmm. Oh, like laundry.
Like big laundry.
Big laundry.
I don't know what our bio would really. Do you have any thoughts, Uncle Bill, on a bio for big laundry?
Probably just like two hilarious radio broadcasters looking for like mutual long-term monogamous love. There's two of us.
You don't have to pick, and please don't tell us who your favorite is.
We will talk to you for hours, but probably won't ever meet you in person because we're scared.
We'll also probably plug in an advertisement. We're looking for a new intern.
Yeah, our old intern, Bennett,
died.
He didn't die, but he's
dead to us.
He like ran off in the middle of the night. I think probably because we locked all the doors usually, and like we don't let him leave. But he found a window.
Yeah, we were expecting like Stockholm syndrome to have set in by now, but apparently it didn't.
Apparently,
and the
we're
first taste of freedom that he got, he just kept running.
We're not good enough for him to get Stockholm syndrome.
That was a real blow to my self-esteem.
Yeah. Well, and then I think we'd end the bio by saying, let's get lunch sometime.
Yes, I love lunch.
Mm-hmm. So I think that about wraps up our show, considering it's now 1 a.m., and that's when we're supposed to end.
But no one's kicking us out. It's just a quick reminder. This is independent radio, WVKR 91.3 FM. We are in Poughkeepsie, New York.
And we're so happy that you joined us tonight.
That was amazing.
Just like a lot of laughs, a lot of like vibes.
Yeah. We hope that you learned something from this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's you who make things like this possible.
Literally.
Mm-hmm. You, the listeners. Call me sometime.
Yeah, we should get lunch. We have one more song for you. This is just one that we enjoy. This is Show Me Love by 100 Waters, featuring Chance the Rapper.
Chance the Rapper?
Before he was, like, bad? So, here you go. This is Show Me Love. Have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. We love you so much. If you're listening, give yourself a hug.
Get some sleep.
Go to
You have
bed.
class in the morning.
You have class in the morning. Okay, we love you. Here you go.
show cruelty, though I may make mistakes. Don't let me show ugliness, though I know I can hate. And don't let me show evil, though it might be all I take. Show me love, show me love, show me love.
I got a crick in my neck, limp in my step, cramping in my muscles every time I try to flex. Been broken, not really in the right mindset to sing obey, obey. Never really been thought out like a politician bought out, but you made me listen to your petition right, and let it all else get out. But if you throw me love, I'll throw you some more.
Don't let me show cruelty, though I may make mistakes. Don't let me show ugliness, though I know I can hate. And don't let me show evil, though it might be all I take. Show me love, show me love. Show me love.
Oh, show me love when I pop out. When I pop out, city I always talk about what I rap about. Show me love cause I love it. I love it. Only thing I could covet in public. I just came to show love. You just glad I showed up. Boy, respect your elder. I'm a fucking grown up. Phone them told me go nuts. Run them ain't for no number. No talking at dinner or to begging that he donuts. Sweaty on the come up. I might share my bonus. Cases of coronas and my little marijuana. I'ma face a hold up. Rosie's for my soldiers. Tell her hate to hold up. Them niggas gotta show love.
Don't let me show cruelty, though I may make mistakes. Don't let me show ugliness, though I know I can hate. And don't let me show evil, though it might be all I take. Show me love, show me love, show me love. I see you.
You see me.
Heavy heads hanging low.
Release me.
Don't let the feeling that I'm all alone deceive